Hello, welcome again to my YouTube channel. It's 2:30 p.m. in Lagos, Nigeria. How are you doing, guys? How are you doing today? I hope you're feeling really good. Okay, my name is Kavya, aka Kawizi. If this is your first time of visiting my channel, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, and also share with your friends. I am the queen of analysis, and today I'm going to be talking about a movie that's airing on Star Life. Why do I keep saying movies? A series, and it's called Anupama. Excuse me. So Anupama, is a series that's airing on Star Life. It's been on for some time now. This is my first time of talking about it, but I watch it, off and on. But I'm getting to the point where I feel like, okay, I have to say something about this movie. So Anupama is a great movie. Some of you who have already watched it up to the point where we are, you know what Anupama is about. But for the benefit of those who have not watched Anupama, let me just give you a brief rundown of what Anupama is about. So Anupama is the main character in this series. Now Anupama is a devoted wife and mother. She's concerned about her family. She's a good woman. She's a great cook. Though she's not 100, I think she didn't complete her education, but she's a good dancer, she's a good cook, and she's all about wanting to see her family happy and everything going smoothly at home. So you can call her a devoted wife. She's family oriented and sacrifices, her happiness to see other people, happy. But her husband, Vanraj, feels like Anupama is not up to his class and standard. While he's a working class guy, handsome and all that, he feels like Anupama is not, she's not befitting for him. Like he deserves somebody better. So he's been having an affair with his, with his colleague at work whose name is Kavya. So he, oftentimes he compares Anupama to Kavya, like, Kavya is a working lady, she has a 9-to-5 job, she's this. Anupama is behaving, let me use our Nigerian term, like, an old woman, like a housewife. She's not space. You understand? Like, she's not the kind of woman that he deserves and all that. So where we are, that's basically what this story is about. Now let's not forget Anupama has 3 kids for her husband Vanraj. But where we are, in the series now, that's that I want to talk about is that Anupama and Vanraj are now separated. He is now married to Kavya. She has moved out of the house. She's forging her life again. She's trying to build her life again alone. But okay, in this story, apart from the fact that she's, trying to live her life again, there's a man who came back into the picture, somebody who she used to know from her childhood. His name is Anuj, and he's a successful business tycoon. And he comes back to India from USA, and he used to love Anupama. And when he met Anupama again, saying that, she's all alone, she's no longer married and all that, he loves Anupama, but he didn't say anything to her. However, everyone else can see that the guy loves Anupama. But the question I'm bringing out here is, everybody became angry with the lady. Everyone became upset with Anupama. Why? She's a lady. You'll see, if you've been watching, you'll see the mother-in-law always upset, always angry. Why will Anupama leave the house? Why would she want to be with another person? Why does she want to start a life of her own? Why does she, even society is against Anupama. But my question here is, what about her husband, Vanraj? Why do we live in a society where it's okay for men to do things and get away with it? But when a woman does that exact same thing, chasing her simple goal of being happy, she's seen as an outcast, as a bad wife, as a bad mother, and everything bad will be said, about her. So I believe the essence of this movie is to bridge that gap that has been between a man and a woman. Not necessarily saying that they are equals, you understand, but that a woman also has a right to live her life and be happy outside of a man. Because while Anupama was with her husband, he never appreciated who she was. He saw her as a liability. She doesn't have anything to bring to the table. She's just a housewife, always wearing a sari, always doing this. If you had watched the movie, you will see how Anupama was humiliated on several occasions by her husband, by in-laws, by different people, because of, how she decided to live her life. But when Anupama stepped out of that marriage, everyone was in shock because they felt she would not be able to make it. they felt she would not be able to stand, but she left. And after she left, everybody became angry. Oh, why is she following Anuj Kapadia? Why is she with him? Why does she want to start her own business? She opened a dancing school of her own. She was actually making progress in her life, and every other person became angry. But nobody spoke about Vanraj, who actually married his colleague, who had been married to Anupama, and he had been having an affair for 8 years with that woman. She comes to their home. Anupama welcomes her in. Now he has married her. Nobody is saying anything about him. Nobody is even saying, oh, why would he do this to Anupama? Only a few people in the movie were concerned. But society, in-laws, were all angry that Anupama was able to find her place and herself in society and was still forging ahead regardless of what had happened in her past marriage. So my question to you guys today is, what do you think? Like, what are your thoughts on this, on this series called Anupama? Is this the norm in society? How do we change this mindset? Because to me, I feel it's a mindset. I might be wrong, that women are always placed this way. But what do you guys think? Do you think there's nothing wrong with what's going on? Do you think this is what it's supposed to be? Let's also talk about this, marriage setup kind of thing. In Nigeria, for example, I don't know about India, but let me bring it home. In the past, there used to be arranged marriages. I mean, our parents had arranged marriages, and funny enough, those arranged marriages were even more successful than the love marriages we have today, because we see love marriages and the next thing they break up. To be honest, I can't understand it. I do not really support this arranged marriage. I believe people should get to know each other, find compatibility, and be together. However, there has not been good progress in that light here. And then in India, I know it's really common to have arranged marriages. But, I don't know if they even have love marriages, what's going on with that. But I feel like that's where the problem started for Anupama, because it was an arranged marriage. They never really loved each other. I think she loved the man, but he did not feel the same way, towards her. So getting married to somebody who is below your standard, or who you feel is not up to par with you in status, sometimes can be a problem. Do you guys think so? In general, based on everything I've said, I would like to hear what you think about the program Anupama in relation to what's going on in society generally, not just in India, but generally today. My name is Kavya, aka Kewizi. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you're still watching Anupama, because we must get to the end of this matter. In the meantime, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, like I always say, please hit the subscribe button. It's very important, so that you can be getting new updates on all my videos. I'm still in love with love stories. I'm still watching love stories. If you have any to share with me, come on. I'd like to see that in the comment section. Thank you guys so much. Keep watching, keep loving, and I'll see you again in my next video.